Yeah, so happy it's an early stream. Got my Mitch Fix early mail and he Cabby King's Brew Doy.
Bruh.
Hey, traders, welcome to episode 746 of the show, I guess. You could be doing anything, but you're here, and I appreciate it. Wow, Bitcoin. We're just looking at stocks, doing things, and then I just look in the Discord, and everyone's just saying, what were people saying, man? Someone said like 94.80. I'm like, wait, what? I just looked at it like a second ago. It was like 9,300, 92.70, you know? So, yeah. Breaking to the upside now, somewhat good, right? Starting to bullishly engulf on the daily, up 3.5%, 95.36, the highest high of the day. According to TradingView, says 9,600 is what we've touched. So I've actually been, $60 higher than what we are at right now. And, well, haven't we been talking about the calm before the storm? And, I guess if you can see what's happening.
Bruh.
Marco Rivera's hit $25. What up, Mitch? Thank you for hanging out with us today. We appreciate all that you do for us.
Dude, Marco, man, thanks for the 25. And, dude, I love doing this, man. It's so much fun. Getting to just hang out with a bunch of people that care about charts, stocks, crypto, doesn't matter, trading, Fibonacci, wedges. I couldn't find that before I started streaming. I couldn't really find it. And so why not just make it? And that's what we've done. So we all have this amazing, highly qualitative community with a bunch of really, really good and successful people. And I mean, that's like why we're at nearly 21,000 subs on YouTube, nearly 5,000 subs on Discord, and it keeps growing every single day. And it's made up of people like Marco freaking Rivera, dude. Thank you, man. All right, but Marco, I know you've been hearing the talk of the calm before the storm, where your volume, you have your impulse on high volume, right? And you broke out too. And then when the consolidation started, the volume began to drop. And it kept dropping to almost inexistent levels. And now, volume's starting to build again. And we've got 3 hours and 23 minutes until your daily close. So will this volume build and keep building? I mean, that's what you're looking for. I mean, we literally discussed you'll get to a point where you'll have no volume left, and then a big volume candle will pop up, and it'll be like almost like a breakout of a trend line or something. You can clearly just kind of see. Right? Oops. Right? You're starting to break it now. More volume's coming in. And this is what you see, consolidation all the time on almost every market. What's up, Dan Limmers? Thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Sure you're asking questions. If you're new, a new sub, it's really cool if you say something in the live chat. I'll do everything I can to respond to you. But it's always good when we grow as a community. All right. So if you don't know, Bitcoin might be moving up, but guess what? It's really like not the story. The story is the stock market. Jorge Hernandez, welcome. Thanks for the sub, dude. Say something in chat. Stock market, all-time highs, gapped up today. S&P 500, Dow Jones is now, I think, hitting all-time highs, catching up. The Qs, all-time highs. It's crazy, man. But before we look at that, let's look at the Bitcoin futures chart right now, which has just begun to explode. Currently at 95.80 and rising. This is your futures chart. This is the correction we were in. The buying climax of June 26th this year. You created a supply line where these are where sell orders were, but something happened. Bitcoin exploded 2 Fridays ago, and we broke out. Well, we gapped up here because, of course, we know that I think this was Friday, and then Saturday we had some more follow-through price action, and that's why we gapped out. But when we gapped, out of it, we've come to back test. The trend line that was once resistance became support, and now starting to rally again. Almost looks like a bull pull bull flag, chat. And the question that was asked, it was a poll, and we can look at it, but it doesn't really matter yet. I'm telling you, the majority of the audience, when they voted, it was which gap will fill first on the CME futures chart. Would it be 86.81 or that 11,980 area? Not, whatever. It's always different. It's a few dollars off. Which one? About 54% of the audience said 86, 81, 86, 89. So the majority of y'all said this one before this one. But it really almost was like half and half. I mean, almost, but not quite. Just the slight majority said this. So, you were winning. You were doing pretty well until now. We're rallying, and it's really good. I want to show y'all the total chart, and this may not mean anything, and you can just say whatever all you want, but this is like, this is the collective crypto total market cap. Okay, had this plotted for a little bit, and just want to show you the significance of that 237 billion market cap level, where at times on charts, on the chart, it's been used as critical support over and over and over. And guess what's happening? It's being used as support again a multitude of times. I mean, how many times are we holding on to this, staying above it, not falling below it? Very interesting. And if this was the case, high point to low point, well, we've already hit a 38% retrace and reversed our price action. But when we reversed our price action on total market cap, this is as low as we went. So now beginning to bullishly engulf here too, because Bitcoin makes up like 70% of this chart, 30% are all the other altcoins. 200-day moving average, you are not above it, and you actually broke above it briefly when we hit about 248 billion on this chart. Now we're back to 245. So keep our eye on that one. Pretty interesting. Just look at the total crypto market cap chart, right? There, man. We're going to pump you up. Is that what someone said in chat? Thanks for the 536 people here on this early stream. We've been live for like 15 minutes, man. And Bitcoin is still above 9,500, and it's hit a high, intraday high of 9,600. Last time we were at 9,600 wasn't even October 29th. It was October 28th. So we're talking about a week ago. We haven't seen these prices, at least 9,600. All right, so let me change something. I gotta do what I always gotta do with this crap with Streamlabs. Hope you all are having a wonderful Monday, and hopefully, with Bitcoin's move to the upside, it's made your Monday even better, man. What a great start to the week for the stock market and the crypto market. Wow. I'm sure other assets have had some residual effect across this crypto sphere. There were already altcoins. Some altcoins were up 3% before this Bitcoin move. Okay, so we've looked at the futures chart, the spot price, the total crypto market cap, right? Chart. Now let's look at GBTC. This is the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust that, well, gapping up. Sorry, log scale. Been looking at this in log scale. It's just so, the touches are so, it's like artistic, dude. It's like perfect almost everywhere. All right. But what we do, this was 2 Fridays ago, the consolidation, and then the gap up today. So very wild that you're getting this. You're at $11.76.5 right now, up 5% on the day. Very nice. I mean, you could just think a measure move of a bull flag here. I mean, that's gonna bring it to like $14.30, maybe $15. Pretty big deal, man. But this, hit support back from June of 2018. Had divergence. I think the divergence had already been developing on this asset before the spot price gave us the real clue. Even though we anticipated divergence that was going to develop, you know that if you watch the show, this one was already doing it, man. And it actually ended up doing it one more time. Look, 1, 2, 3, triple MACD, bullish divergence. Very nice, man. See how high this can go. It's going to be dependent on Bitcoin, the Bitcoin spot price. It really is. And I think, unless I'm mistaken, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust does have, it is a blend. It's some sort of like ETF. It does have a little bit of, I think Dash and Ethereum and a few others in it too. But again, someone can either back me up or refute that with some sources is fine. Okay, in the chat. Perfect touches indeed, Joe Miller. Oh yeah, it feels so good. Up or down, please tell me. Martin, you're one of those that didn't watch this weekend. You didn't watch when there was no volatility, and now you're paying for it. Can't say we... Bull pull, bull flag, bullish consolidation after a huge impulse up, the highest amount of volume Bitcoin had seen 2 Fridays ago since the buying climax of June 26th. GBTC is only Bitcoin? Okay, I don't know why I thought that there might have been a few other assets. Look at this, 1182. We haven't been at this level since September 24th. Let's go. If you own some of this, nice. This is a great way. If you want to get tax-deferred crypto gains in your retirement, GBTC is a great tool to do it. It's probably one of the only tools out there that you can do it. So I don't know. I mean, not every IRA is going to offer it, but some do, and this is continuing to rise. 1185 right now. Wow, nearly 6%. Jeez. How do targets work for a bull pull bull flag, Bashi? Pretty simple, man. Pretty simple, man. You know what I can do? Give me a sec. Yeah, I can actually, weird that you asked that question. Let me see here. Two seconds. Is this the bull flag? Okay, yep. So I'm about to show you. I'm going to do an education, 2-minute and 25-second education clip. Okay, it's just to educate people that don't know about bull flags and what it's all about. I'm going to do that right now.
Is that a joint?
Where's the biz?
Hey Mitch, did the markets actually move up, or are the charts reflecting the dropping of the value of USD, with all the dumping the Fed has been doing?
I think it's a cause and effect, probably a little bit to do with it. I mean, you got to figure, I mean, the Fed has dropped rates. They've cut rates 3 consecutive months in a row, and that's normally really bad for the US dollar, and normally you would see distribution, and it's happened. But I think now we broke out. We broke all-time highs, and when you break out to all-time highs,
you rock, Mitch. I appreciate your time and help. Still lots to learn, clearly.
Bruh.
Mark B, thanks so much for the $7.70, that Ethereum Classic in the jar. Much love. But thank you, dude. Keep learning every day. You know what? I mean, just even if you think you know a lot, you can always learn more. GBTC up over 6%, 6.4%, man. Bitcoin spot price not really doing much. It's still, it's like below 9,500 again. So really just after that big little move, that impulse that happened in seconds or like a minute, you're now just fluctuating between 95 and 9,600. You know, when you get breakouts, all-time high breakouts, blue sky breakouts, you know, you can go really high. It's just all dependent on the market participants. I mean, you know, okay, so we've been breaking to all-time highs since 2016 now. Every time we've made all-time highs, we've only gone up 2% before major corrections happen again. Major, I mean like, you know, 20% drops. Okay. Anyway, but let me do this bull pull bull flag education, and this is the stuff you can expect in the Patreon. We got 124, 125 patrons right now strong. Thank you for all the support. But if you want to become learned and know what I'm talking about when I analyze these charts, we want to learn how to trade, find areas of value, understand risk management, reward to risk ratios, psychology of trading, and all that. Patreon's a great way to learn. So I'm going to show you what, just some, you know, the education. This is the stuff you can expect inside the Patreon. So enjoy the bull pull bull flag education. All right. And a bull flag, does it represent bulls accumulating? Kinda. It more so represents the inability of the bears to push the price low, right? And so like you get that's like confirmation almost, where you get that big impulse up, and then it's like the bulls try so hard to push this price down, but they can't. They can't. And normally you'll retrace 38% of the way to, you know, 23 to 38% of the way, right? In between the 382 and the 236 is where normally the real actual good flags will reverse to the upside again. Okay, but normally what's happening is your oscillators. I think that's the big thing about the oscillators, man. It's like what's happening at the time of this consolidation of the impulse. What happens most of the time, your RSI is getting really overbought on less significant time scales. You're getting to like 80, 85 on your RSI, like on the 60 minute, 30 minute, something like that, right? Maybe even the 4 hour you're getting overbought. But when you have development like this, you sell off. Yes, it's trade opportunities. There are opportunities for traders, of course, but at the same time, your oscillators are resetting. So you're going from overbought to not overbought anymore, getting to like 60, 55 on the RSI. And then normally what will happen is once that occurs, you'll have more room. Look, you'll go from 55 back to 80. Get it? That's how flag, that's like kind of the psychology of flags and kind of why they occur. It's because your oscillators get over, you know, they get overbought, they get overextended, and also people definitely see some sort of opportunity and they also accumulate. They're like, okay, it's a flag. We all see the flag. It's a mass psychology thing. Maybe we should all take a shot, a low risk, high reward opportunity. Stop loss below 50% retrace, or maybe slightly below 382, or look left and see supports. It's all contextual every time you want it's a different situation. Okay, so does that help at all answer your question? Let me know. Hype in the chat. Don't judge me because I'm wearing a Vet Moonboy hat, okay? Yeah. Oh my god, dude. I'm sorry. Holy crap. Sorry, chat. My bad. You know, it's like I almost knew it because I saw chat started like getting lit, and I'm like, wait a second. Bitcoin's not pumping, so they're not spamming because of that. It has to be my mic because I've experience in not turning my mic back on after stuff like that. So sorry, chat. Everyone, calm down, or don't calm down. Continue spamming the chat, and that's fine. All right. But what you're doing is like from the bottom of the poll to the top, and I only use candle closes. Okay, I don't use the wicks and stuff. So it was like 3 candles. Y'all can hear me. I know you can now. So from the candle close low to the candle high, right there. I don't go any higher. You measure that from the breakout, which we haven't broken out yet. If you just looked at the way I plotted it, a measured move puts you around 11,700, which you may not get there, right? Because look left, 11,480. What is that, man? That happens to be a mega overhead resistance back from March 2018. So you don't always hit your measured move, but measured moves are good for just generalized targets for a trader. If they're not using Fibonacci or anything else, it's just a good way to do it. Most patterns all have measured moves of some sort. Some are different than others. Dang, dude, Nvidia's up 4%. Let's go, dude. This is beautiful. So nice. All right, so that's it. That's the measured principle of the bull pole bull flag. All right. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. So like again, the way I plotted it right there, I just like chose the bottom anchor points. All right, so it was like 1 and 2 and 3 on the bottom, and then 1 on the top. And it's like you haven't broken out anything if it's down sloping. And the way it looks on the 4-hour, it looks different on the 4-hour. It doesn't even look anything like this in a way. It looks like it's upsloping on the 4-hour, disregarding the stupid mailman wick. Okay. Finally found some sort of base down here. It's almost like a rectangle, slightly upsloping flag. And with these anchor points, you are right at that heart line. You have not, you broke it, but you have had no candle close confirmation above this heart line so far. And so if you're looking at a rectangle, okay, if you're just like, okay, I think that, I don't think it's a bull pole bull flag, and that's fine. It definitely looks like one on the daily, a very significant time scale looks like a bull pole bull flag. But if you're just talking about a rectangle from a breakout, this is nice. You can go one way or another. You can go to the upside to get a target, or you could go to the downside to get a target. If this rectangle broke out to the, again, downside or upside, there you go. You've got a general area of where it could go. 8,000 on the downside, and then it could go all the way up to 11,000 on the upside. Okay. So that's it, man. But again, I really think I like the daily. Daily is what I've been looking at the most. It's been like, shoot, man. I don't think it's been 2 weeks yet. Let's see. What's that? No, it's been like almost a week and a half, I guess. It's been 10 days. 10 days since the crazy impulse up. With, again, the crazy impulse, highest amount of volume we'd seen on the daily since the buying climax of this year, right, all the way up here, June 26th, way up there. All right. Hopefully you're more learned now. That's what it's about, man. Become more learned. Let's look at the. I know we'll look at some of the cryptos in a sec. We will, but let's just look real quick at the S&P 500. The SPY is your.
Look here. Look. Listen. Noise.
Asset of the
Crypto
day.
be like that's as good as money, sir. Those are.
Curve W, like, that's as good as money. Slappy Samsonite, thanks for the 3s, dude. That's now you. Isn't that the way the US dollar is too? It's all screwed. Those are IOUs. Okay. Dang, dude. ALB up 5%. Dude, it's just, everything's killing it today, alright? Most things. Alright, so this was the look. Okay, we do have the rising wedge, and we can take a look at it in a minute on the SPX, but the S&P 500, the SPY, this is an ETF of the S&P index. Right, gapped up today, hit the 1272 and no higher. 307, I mean, all-time highs was 308. So we're about 73 cents off all-time highs, which happened earlier today. But now been selling off kind of a little bit all day, holding on to that positive momentum, even though it's a lower level than the previous level. Look, when you broke, you had 2 back tests. And after the 2 back tests of this previous all-time high, you gapped up, right? What is this? What does a back test do? What is it? What does it signify? It signifies confirmation that this trend line is real and that you are sustaining prices above it 2 days in a row. So here's what happens a lot of times after successful consecutive back test. Boom. All-time highs. I mean, in this situation, in this context, right? Look, listen, and noise go so well together. Brett Tholomew, I agree, dude. I agree. Oh my god, Oxy's pumping. Yeah, dude. Falling wedge, man. Looked at this thing last night. This was Caffeine's baby, I think. Loco's Free's face is melting. Why? Bitcoin's not even above 9,500, dude. There it is. That's the close. Stock market close. It did not close at all-time highs. Well, I mean, it did. Okay. Depends on how you're looking at it, right? From its highest point today, it did not close at all-time highs, but it was the highest candle close in the history of the stock market. Very, very real. Sorry, man. Just trying to get this Irwin.coffee in me. It's an early stream. It's like a really early stream, dude. So just be gentle on me. Yeah, we can look at Oxy. For sure, man. A follow-up on the last night or yesterday analysis. We'll get. Dude, I've been like, I have my heirloom treasure chest. Okay, I don't know how long it's been in the family. It's just the heirloom treasure chest. And like, I have all these like coins and stuff in it. Dude, I've got like, the 1776 to 1976 silver dollar and half dollars and stuff. And man, I was like cleaning some of them last night. I'm like, dude, it's just, you keep cleaning and you keep getting like residue off of it, and it's like, it's never gonna stop. I mean, dude, I'm talking like I'm cleaning coins that are from 1970. It's wild, dude. But they're all back here. It's like there's my mini table. I'll see if the full screen would show it. I don't know. Yeah, you can see it, dude. Right there. Dude, I can't even move my, there we go. Right there. Hold on, let me show you this one. This one's like my favorite. This was like my granddad's. It was like this is the silver dollar 1776 1976 edition or whatever. And it's like, it's a money clip, but it's Dwight Eisenhower. But dude, this thing's super duper clean. Clean the crap out of it. Beautiful. Also, speaking of caffeine, this is a gift Caffeine gave me. Power of the Bitcoin, man. Anyway. Bitcoin's at 3%. Let's go back to the S coins, altcoin. Well, you know what? Let's look at BAT. Why look at BAT? Because it's up over 4% today. And it's a trade setup. It's an ongoing trade setup. Still really, it's already found a ceiling. It's really tough. You're not making the highest high you've made of the run. You're just trying to break to higher prices, but it seems like there's definite selling pressure up here at that 25-cent mark. I mean, now you're on this chart, you're up 5.25%. You know, in this asset from the entry of the trade setup for the patrons to its highest point, 83% gains. And could go much higher, but you just got to think about if you're in the green 83%. If one takes profit on that, no one's gonna get mad about it, dude. Because we know in crypto, gains can evaporate so fast in this market because there is no fundamental backing to all these S coins, these altcoins. It's all speculative. So it's like on this market, when gains are made, profits should be locked in. Okay. So don't ever let someone make you think that, you know, okay, just because BAT's going up and it's up 80% from the entry of the trade setup doesn't mean it's going to go up forever. And now, I mean, this is the way you target for traditional markets. This may not go all the way. It all depends on Bitcoin too. But we know with Bitcoin, the context of Bitcoin is 6-month long rally, recovery, U-shaped recovery. And we just went through a 121-day correction, retraced 61.8% of the way. That's 61.8% sale on Bitcoin. And then with divergence, critical support, so we're up sloping and horizontal. We had a huge violent impulse up 10 days ago. And again, the highest volume we had seen since the buying climax June 26th. So I think that if Bitcoin really is in an uptrend, Bitcoin should go much higher. All right, let me show you the chart, the log scale chart on Bitcoin. You're like, what are you talking about, Ray? How's Bitcoin in an uptrend? Here it is. It's literally here on your screen. This is, again, log scale, anchor point 1 and 2 down here, 3 really up here where that drop started, and all the touches on the inside on the heart line, really nice. So you just hit that 25% trend line, the equidistant channel, you pull back, and now you're trying to rally again, staying above that 200-day moving average. So important. So important. So for Bitcoin on the daily, you would think that, I mean, like, look left where we are. We should eventually today or during this move up, we should eventually hit 9,700. I mean, that's just looking at the daily. It'd be weird to just not hit 9,700 when that's like that's like the beginning of the zone of resistance, overhead resistance from April of 2018. Paul M, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Say something in chat if you're new. I'll do what I can to respond, but it's kind of wild today. We're trying to really cover multiple markets that are doing things, like big things. It's great, dude. It's great. If you're a market participant, you're winning, dude. Yeah, capital gain tax sucks, Evan. Yeah, you hold for a year longer, 15%. You don't, 30. So okay, that's Bitcoin. We looked at Bitcoin spot price and linear scale on the daily. Looked at it on the 4-hour. We looked at GBTC. We looked at the Bitcoin futures chart. We did education on bull pole bull flags, measured moves. Bitcoin futures sitting at 95.50 right now, when at one time it was 9,800 today. Do you get that? It was 9,800 just a few moments ago. So what are y'all up to? What's going on? The What's Going Down episode of That's My Mama. Oxy earnings coming shortly. Oh god, dude. Oh my god. Are you kidding me, probes? Occidental Petroleum. Look at that, dude. What a gap up today. Unbelievable. It's so believable, isn't it? It's inverse unbelievable because the falling wedge, the bullish divergence that developed on the oscillators, a 95 to 98% retrace from your 2008 lows. It had all the makings of a potential varsity athlete. We got a breakout. But could earnings destroy this potential trade setup? With the probe saying that earnings call. He's waiting on the earnings call to start. Whew. Keep me posted, man. I guess we could pull it up on Thinkorswim just to see the real after hours price action. Oh. 44.23. All right. It was it. Dang, dude, that last candle. That last 5-minute candle of the day. Okay, so nothing's happening yet. Anyway. What the heck's going on with Uber? Cupping for real? There's no hand. Wait, what do you mean cupping for real? I mean, dude, it's just more like a bull pull bull flag. Okay. You were looking at the Lord of the Rings meme today. Gotta love it. Yeah, dude, that's the banner of our Discord. If you're in our Discord, since we're now level 2, you can see it in the top left when you cannot miss it. All right. So Ryan Luciani, I think I said it right. Luciani. Yeah, Luciani. It's gotta be Luciani. Looking for an entry for a long. Thoughts about confirmation on the current little move. I mean, you know, I hate that you're new, you know, and you're coming in probably because of the volatility. But normally, a swing trader or someone who makes money, they're not getting in on the volatility. Their interest is normally peaking when most people don't care, because most people don't know how to identify patterns and divergence and oscillators, coinciding variables, right? So I don't know what to tell you, man. If you're asking about an entry now when we're up 3% on a pump that could just come back down, if you're a patron, you definitely, we took a shot on this twice. Took a shot Friday morning when the divergence matured, and that whole day it went nuts. I didn't know it was going to do that. And then we actually took another shot, but whatever, recently on the bull pull bull flag. For sure, I'm not sure, man. Just because this market is so illiquid compared to Forex. I don't know exactly how much crypto volume there is per day collectively, but in Forex it's 2 to 5 trillion, so extremely liquid market. It's the most efficient market. So those variables, probably not. What's up, Zik5280? Good to see you, man. So Cody, Adrian A, Cover Crypto, Morgan, free again. You're still working. So be sure not to play any Lord of the Rings music to get the freaking stream taken down. Unbelievable, dude. Can't play Lord of the Rings. That's how the Halloween video got taken down, I found out. What a joke. Go ahead and knock this song, man. How's the guy doing that shorted 125 times leverage? Who's that guy? You're not talking about Apple, are you? Did someone short Bitcoin 125 times leverage? So DJ Bonella, good to see you again, man. It's been a minute. Or what up, dude? Tito, coming in from Czech Republic, I believe, right? Am I wrong? He says, thank you, Mitch. It was a nice trade setup for Bitcoin on Patreon. Boom. That's what we do, man. Hopefully you're not in it, though, for the trade setups. You're in it because you want to become self-reliant and efficient, right? Stock futures already up, Brennan. Oh my God. Yes, baby. Somewhat, right? It's kind of pulling back now. Unbelievable, man. I mean, it's pretty believable. Again, rate rate cuts happening 3 months in a row. Yeah, it's definitely believable. Presidential election next year, this time next year. Yeah. ES futures, or sorry, the S&P mini futures. Yep, 3,077. The major high to the low, previous low, 1272, 3,099. Could see that very soon. I mean, that's a fib extension. That's like normally where you go. If you have breakouts, there's no targets besides fib extensions. Sorry. You're in outer space. Sorry, man. We're just keeping up to date. All right, so there was one Tomo, hilarious. You know what this did actually? Tomo actually hit the measured move of the double bottom, and no higher, literally no higher. This is not an invisible. I mean, this is not some sort of critical looking left resistance. This was something we plotted, and the only reason 48.98 cents is there is because that was the size of the structure from the one bottom, two bottoms, bullish divergence on both oscillators, right? From the measurement from the breakout, boom, hit it perfectly and no higher yet. Unreal. Just some unworthy S coin that I was feeling jittery, so I felt like, okay, someone asked about Tomo down here, and it's like, all right, this is how you would size it up, like you'd size up any asset with divergence, double bottoming. Boom. I mean, that's target one. I really just didn't know it was going to break to the upside. I was like, so yeah, the second target's normally going to be that measure move, which you got to. It's wonderful, man. Okay, so let's go to XRP because we have it. Okay, XRP beginning to try to bullishly engulf. Man, things been chopping around for too long now, right? I mean, just think about it. You know, where you are on price here is the same price you were at in December of 2018. 11 months ago, same price. Too much whipsaw, man. But if we look at this the way Wyckoff would, you're at the bottom of a range. It's like the top of the bottom, though, if you get what I'm saying. This is the very bottom. This is like the inner bottom. Okay, and my analysis has been, if you can stay above this 28 cent, 27.75 cent area long enough, stay above the support, I think there's tons of upside potential. That's just me, though. That's what I think. I think your first target could be around 37 cents, and another target after that could be like 43 to 44 cents. All right. So that's XRP, man. Nothing really has changed. The analysis is exactly the same ever since we blasted back above this support resistance area. It's pretty good, man. Coincide this with the log scale inception price chart on Polonius. Log scale. Look. All right, I already have those horizontal lines drawn, right? They're the same as what you just saw on the other chart, and you're above them. But you're also, I mean, this is a chart that extends back to 2014, the creation, the genesis of XRP. You had anchor point 1 and 2, and then 1 on the bottom, potential demand line. It's holding up for now. 29.66 cents, 30 cents. Get in the hole. Phil Centura, if you're here. Your home is 30 cents. Get in the hole. That's right, Adrian A's got it, man. The memes run deep, chat. They certainly do.
Is that a joint?
Going down I-85 south through the Carolinas listening to Mid-Ray. I can make a country song out of this. Don't forget to hit that like and that sub.
Thanks, Kevin Grubman, for the 420. Myth-Ray. Do y'all understand that the TTS cannot say Mitch? It says Myth. Myth-Way. Like, TTS has a major lisp. Speech impediment. Get wrecked. Thank you, dude. Be safe out there. Don't look at the charts. Just listen. Look here, listen. All right. Look there, listen. Okay. So that's like those are the thought processes on XRP, you know, looking at log scale and linear, two different exchanges, one zoomed out, one zoomed in. Deep enough. Okay, NEO is up 3.3% today. Someone's going to buy their house in Paris with NEO at $300 Kappa, whatever that stuff is. Weird. Okay, so, you know, it was bad, man. It was like you had the buying climax around the time Bitcoin did, and then you just got crushed. And then what happened? Say if you bought NEO December 7th because you had inside information that this was the bottom at 545. If you bought and held through the correction, you lost 88% of the value that you had gained on the way up. That's a lot. And that's why we just talked about earlier, you know, crypto, it's all speculative. So try and take profit when you got it in this market a lot. So, and have a plan. If you're going to trade, have a plan. Why are you taking, where's your entry? Why is your entry here? Have a stop loss. Why is your stop loss there? Take profit levels. Why are those your take profit levels? Okay. Answer all those questions before you ever take a position really on anything. But along with the 88% retrace, those are areas of value. Okay, an 88% sale on NEO after a stupendous run up, a rally, a recovery. 88% sale. And then at the 88% sale, you had a 1618 fib extension from B to C, which is XABCD. This a bullish butterfly pattern. It's the deepest you can go. It can go between a 1272 and a 1618 gold mean ratio, but that's exactly where it went. To the gold mean ratio, confluent with the 886 from the low to high, and then you started showing that crazy, nice, bullish divergence in the RSI. The wedge was forming, and then it just broke out. And that was really whatever, you know, the president of China, my God. Pinsing, I don't know, whatever his name is. We should just say it wrong to defame him or to dishonor him. All right, there you go, Bitcoin. 9,463. Oh no, the hype train's dying. The people asking about, should I go long now? They will soon start to taper off again because we're not pumping anymore. All right, but if you look at it like, forget about the wicks, maybe bull pull bull flag, you're getting out of it, you're breaking out of it. We know the common retrace level from high to low is between 1215 and 1552. Nathan Retta, thanks for the sub. Welcome, dudes. Xi Jinping. Pong. Yes, exactly. Lock him up. Dwayne Pendling. Thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Good to see y'all. New subs up in here. Winnie the Ping. Uh-oh. They're gonna get me, dude. Alright, anyway. Uber's falling after hours. 2 higher highs, 2 lower lows. Dan's mad XRP. What are you talking about? On XRP or what? Are you talking about Bitcoin? I don't know. What's up, Mike J? Pumpy Dumpy in the house. Nice. That's an old meme. Ancient meme from the stream. Jordan Varese is very, very possible, man. Just look what happened Beyond Meat. The lockout period ended there. All right. Jim O, glad you liked the Halloween stream. We'll do it again at some point, you know. If it's hype enough, maybe we'll do another Bitcoin night stream. I don't know when it would make sense, though, you know. Dude, my PayPal's being all weird. You're sure I'm banned from China now? Yeah, only if y'all reported me to the Chinese government, dude.
Bruh.
Tank Williams Jr., man, let's go.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
Bruh.
Tank Williams Jr. tipped $59.58. The Ace G-Man said it's knife catching time. Gap down 30% is a good time to buy. The stock market's up and interest is down, but this boy is going for the margin called Crown. Go Cowboys.
Yeah, dude. Tank Williams Jr. We were making fun of the song Country Boy Can't Survive because, like, some of the lyrics. What's up, Kenny Little? Thanks for the sub, dude. The lyrics at the beginning of the song are, like, quoted.
Is that a joint?
Long the Ponzi ready.
Longer, dude. Thank you, Skinner's Rat, for the faux 20. What just happened right there, though? Oh, my God, dude. Tank Williams Jr. I just noticed. I didn't know. Didn't read the number. 5958. Thank you so much for the fantastic contribution, dude. 5958. No. The lyrics are in that song. It's like this. It's like interest rates are up and the stock market's down, right? And then it's like it's inverse that now. It's an old song from I think the 60s or 70s or something. I don't know exactly, but it's funny, dude. Okay. You just have to get it. Hold on, to playlist ended. All right, I think we're good now. Thanks, pros, man. Tank Williams Jr. Connect. Certainly. So what? How do we measure a bull pull bull flag? All right, remember what we take from earlier? All right, the candle closes from the breakout. There you go. Measure move puts you at the top of the puts you at the top of the golden zone, which is the golden retrace, which is 1552. That is 1552 is the measure move of this current bull pull bull flag that we may have just broken out of on Neo. Okay, that's it. It may not get there. It may stall out somewhere else because there's resistance. Right? Look, there's a lot of resistance between 1391 and like 1460, 1450. So you could get thwarted there and may not make it to the measure move. But if you can break these areas, I mean, doesn't make sense. That's where the next resistance would be, kind of. Okay, so nice on Nia. Move this. Okay. The Chinese altcoins are all kind of doing that. I mean, we're talking Neo, talking about VeChain, talking about Tron Connect, talking about ONT. All Chinese altcoins looking very similar. Here's ONT. This was a trade setup. A trade setup, man. Yeah, we'll look at ETC. Oops, don't worry about that. That's my caterpillar alert going off. I don't know why it does that. Okay, so yeah, this is a trade setup, right? The entry is around 58 cents or so. Trade setups that are in the Patreon and stuff like that, posted it. It was unconventional, but just use critical thinking that just because the 786 didn't play out doesn't mean the 886 is just now non-value areas. And of course, Xi Jinping saying crypto gonna do things. We should do things with it. Boom. All right. So that's it, man. I mean, 50% retraces, 61.8% retraces, great targets on any given day, on any asset. They're always good, man. Holy crap. Thanks for the 768 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. We are getting closer and closer to 21,000 subs, chat. About 85 subs away from 21,000. Can we do it, man? T&A, technical and analysis. We're doing technical and analysis, man. Okay, let's look at, someone asked about Ethereum Classic. Where is it? There it is. It's only at 1.7%. All right. So this is ETC. Claudio, thanks again. Forgot, man, to even say thanks, dude. You know what happens? Just all the stuff I have to do at the beginning of the show. Thank you, Claudio, for the Ethereum Classic contribution before the stream really even started. Now we're going to look at the asset, your signature asset you tipped me. All right. If Ethereum Classic, if this was the bottom, and Ethereum Classic was only to make a common retrace, you're looking between $6.24 and $7.62, right? It must break the downsloping resistance soon, and then it's going to have to break all this resistance looking left from April and July and August of this year. It's not going to be easy. And then look at there's overhead resistance too. Whoa, 550, big time area. Breaking this, you could have a really nice run up. I think, yeah, if you can break this, the 236 at 539, I think you'll have a nice run between 624 and 762 before reversing to the downside again if you do.
Send me 1 BTC and deal send you 2 XRP.
Bruh.
Fake Mythway. Thank Mythway for the 420. Yeah, dude. Exactly. That's the same thing I was thinking. Mega Now Body. Thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Welcome to the community. For all the new subs that are here, if you want to keep the conversation going when this live stream inevitably ends, join our Discord. One of the most active and one of the largest trading and crypto and stock communities out there on that platform, Discord. So also the reason why you would join the Discord is because YouTube is notoriously bad at notifying when I go live, or anyone, any YouTuber when they go live or create videos. More than half the people won't get notified, and some will. So if you never want to miss a live stream or a publication that I produce, you got to join the Discord. There's no other way. Like you not joining the Discord means, oh, I'm okay with, Bitcoin pumping and not knowing that Ray is live and missing the stream. That's what you're saying. So join it, man. And we have like all these new emojis too that Bradford put together, like 45 last night. All right, Kevin, y'all coming for us. Clemson is. Y'all already came for us last year. Dude, Probes, thanks for the boost on the server. Holy crap, how many server boosts are we at now? We're at 19 server boosts, so we only need 11 more for level 3. Are you kidding me? Hype in the chat. No, let's just do it, man.
Hype in the chat!
That's what I'm talking about, man. Dang, man, what a good day. What a freaking good day. Do you get it? No, these lines are for, and that's what the golden zone is. It's like what price action normally does on any given asset, on any traditional market. Okay, that stuff before selling off again. And it doesn't have to sell off to much lower prices. It could reverse its price action, make a higher low, show strength, and then continue to run to the upside again. Just pivot point areas where you can reverse. So, Julia. Hey, RL, thank you for watching, man. Is the Bitcoin Ethereum pump over for the day? That's not what technical analysis doesn't really tell us that. Okay, it doesn't. I mean, anyone trying to tell you the timing of something, when an asset will pump based on this time, I would definitely take that with not a grain of salt, but maybe an entire salt shaker full of salt. Okay, it's wild. It's ridiculous. Technical analysis is literally just a way of showing us where there are areas of value for a long or a short, and not just areas of value, but then the market will tell us if there's exhaustion from buyers or sellers by momentum waning or waxing, and then we take positions at critical areas of resistance or take longs at critical supports with all the divergence and stuff. All right, it's like, also, if you're a new viewer, new sub, you really want to spend 16 minutes watching my go to my education tab on my YouTube channel, and it's like, I can't even remember the name of it. I did it like 7-8 months ago. It's like how to trade more effectively over and over again, or something like that, what they won't tell you for free. You want to check out that video, get a coffee, 16 minutes, and it really goes into like a trading plan and all that stuff, right? Like what kind of thought process one should have when taking a position, a long or short, on any asset. But we use Bitcoin as the example. So also have a really nice Fibonacci video next to it that you can watch, also 16 minutes. Yeah, we can look at VeChain again. Sure. Jordan, I looked at it for you last night. Guess I'll do it again.
VeChain doing things.
Yeah, up 3% today. Okay, continuing to climb. It's not hit its golden zone yet from the high, the candle high close to candle high close, not using the stupid Walmart news crap, hype, wick. So hit the 236 and no higher, trying to climb again, 3% up today. But eventually, if this was to just do what a traditional market asset would do, saying if it was on the stock market or if it was in Forex, we would see this asset eventually hit between 54% of 1 penny and 69% of 1 penny. Anywhere in here, we can get the reversal of the downside. Like I just showed you with ETC, same kind of thing with VeChain. All right. I mean, that's it, dude. I mean, the analysis doesn't change. It's just like, hey, if I did the analysis and I know how to do the analysis and there's not much if anything new that needs to be charted, it's like I can do the analysis and be done with it real quick, right? So all right, thanks for the new people joining the Discord. Y'all are amazing. I mean, believe me, dude, like you won't miss a live stream if you join the Discord. You will 100% certainty miss out on live streams if you don't join the Discord, because YouTube sucks for that. Bitcoin hit 9,600 actually today, Genix, but it has pulled back to 94.64. I guess we can maybe meander on back to it. Yeah, that thing really. Okay. You can look at Litecoin in a second too. Very significant development on Litecoin. I think with Litecoin on log scale, we just broke out, which is wild. Got you, Jordan, man. So if you look at it like a flag, you really hadn't broken out of anything. 1 and 2 on the bottom and 3 on the top. I think it's 3 on the bottom, 1 on the top. Delta Bro, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome, man. Thanks for all the new subs today. Y'all are amazing. I really, really appreciate it. I know normally my subs pick up when there's volatility on the markets, which is natural, makes sense. But just know, if you're curious or you're scared or you don't want to miss out, you don't want to FOMO, the time, look, I say this all the time now. When opportunity presents itself, there is no more time to prepare. Okay, it is too late to prepare. You must be already knowing what's going on, know how to read charts, you must know how to do all this stuff before the volatility comes. Okay. You know, the past like 10 days, 9 days before the volatility started coming back a little bit today, not even much, man. I mean, we had our normal amount of viewers, like, I don't know, 400 or 500 most of the time, a little at 550. Night streams were, 300, 400. Now we have almost double that. You know, those are the times to be really paying attention, because you understand the nature of impulses and harmonics and wave analysis and stuff. What do? You have impulses, moves up, then you consolidate, and then you run again or you dump. All right, good. The impulse, pattern development, consolidation, impulse again. You really want to be here when we're consolidating, more so when we impulse. Okay, because those are a lot of times where entries are for longs or shorts. I'm sure everyone's like, of course, man, but it's boring. And it's like, well, go scan something else. I mean, there's a unlimited amount of charts you can scan and look for trade setups. So I don't know about the no Crypto Dougie. I think it had to do with Bitcoin. Please don't think that Litecoin's pumping to the upside because it had to do with something besides Bitcoin pumping $236 in a matter of seconds earlier today. Okay. Litecoin. Log scale. Breakout, man. Okay, this is the first breakout we've really had. Now, when we ran up, we hit this resistance and just couldn't break it. We just kept wicking. But that was Bitcoin. Bitcoin wasn't doing anything. But then we started walking out for sure. And just a big green candle today, up 5.64%. You were up a little bit higher. I think you were over 6% earlier, nearly $63. Okay, very, very nice to see that finally breaking out when it just wasn't, man. And in linear, we had already broken out. So, you know, let's look at linear. It was a really nice downtrend. Had to make an adjustment after a false breakout. But on that false breakout right here, that was when we hit the top downsloping trend line of that little wedge in log scale. Wow, so you broke out 1 and 2, breakout, extremely high levels of volume, consolidation. Now you're running again. If Litecoin found its bottom, its major bottom, then the common retrace targets are between $85 and $108.46. Long way to go. Bitcoin holds up, stays strong. Litecoin has a real good shot of getting to these levels to retrace before reversing again. But I mean, I think the first level of adversity for Litecoin is really, really going to be that $70.72 area. But, you know, just the same, we've got resistance from September 2018, support resistance from April 2019 that you ran up and touched at that, you know, really the crescendo of that 10-day ago Friday. Bitcoin hit 10,530 or something crazy. All right, so you got to break that after $64.75, $65, $70, after $70, 85 to 108. All right, not gonna be easy, man. There's a lot of resistance looking left. Not as easy as it used to be, where there's just straight up, straight down. Oxy down after hours. There you go, man. It's earnings, dude. It's literally like gambling, playing earnings. Did you not learn anything from the static video I did on the guy losing $40,000+ in seconds yesterday? What's up, Hudson Patton? Hi, ASL Kappa. Yes, it is. Oh my God. Oxy's down 43.51. It's not that bad, but oh, it's continuing to drop. Yep, it opened today around $42.99, so getting very, very close to that price after hours. Let me show you for a sec. There it is. Oxy, after hours, price action. This is where you started the day. Coming down to it, man. That's at $42.99, $43. Get wrecked, Oxy, man. Anything can happen, man. Coin flip connects. Bitcoin done about nothing since I started streaming. How you get Patreon? Well, you know, there's a scrolling thing here that shows you my Instagram link, my Twitter link, my website link. Here it is. Patreon.com/LordRay. Just type that in on your URL, and that's how you get started, man, since you're asking. Did Bitcoin just break from the channel, JH? What do you mean? It broke out of the channel 10 days ago. Sunrise. Thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome.
Bruh.
Good to see all the new subs today and all the new members on the Discord. Freaking amazing, man. So good. Oxy Moon mission confirmed. Okay. We'll see. All right, we'll see. So let's look at Apple today, which hit a momentous number. Oh my God, all-time highs on Apple. 257.50. Closed so freaking strong, man. But what did it finally do? It finally, just barely, touched the 1272 fib extension. About time, man. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Too bad that kid wasn't in here. Otherwise, he probably would have held off on his options. His crazy, self-destructive option till now. And he probably would have had a better chance of winning. And it would have been after earnings. So, but I guess he didn't care about that stuff, right? But we know with the bearish butterfly, the only problem with it is just that's such a large range where the price could reverse to the downside. It could be the 1272, the 1414, or the 1618. So that's the only issue. You got to think though, you just broke out of that channel, maybe up thrust, and then you get back down inside the channel again to reverse to back test eventually 234, which was your previous all-time high back from October of last year. Yeah, dude, Technium, it's freaking wild. I mean, normally with these channels though, this is when you break up sloping channels, a lot of times you maybe stay out for a little while, but then you fall right back into them. Alexander Korzen, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Dude, y'all understand that right now I discovered something called, what's it called, man? It's a wallpaper engine that it lets you have GIF backgrounds, wallpapers. Let me see if it shows up. No, it does not show up. Dang, dude. Maybe you can see stuff there. Anyway, I don't know if I can make it happen. Maybe I can. Yeah, like, look here, listen. Let's see if this works. Yeah, look, this is like one of my backgrounds. It's like you're just in space. It's floating around. That's actually happening with everything else going on my PC. I'm pushing it to the limit. It's crazy, dude. Did we already find the good guy? No, no one's told me that they found the good guy. The guy. Very cool though. Dude, you should see my other one though. Let me see if I can make it work. Okay. Alright. Anyone familiar with this background right here? Huh? You like that, dude? Okay, it's got a name. I can't remember. It's like, but it's like the black hole from Interstellar. It looks so freaking amazing though as a background though. So cool. Anyway. Always trying to find cool new stuff. Let me remember the name of the app. Excuse me. Dude, I don't know the name of it. What the heck? Oh, it's called the Wallpaper Engine, and it's on Steam. You can download that. And if you have Corsair lights, it's so cool, man. Like, I can't even show y'all because I don't have my peripheral webcam. I'll get another one at some point, so I have two webcams again because the other one's in my backup battle station. But you can actually, like, wherever you move your mouse on the wallpaper, it'll be like a different color, and all my Corsair lights in my computer sync up to it. It is so crazy, man. Gigantula, is that it, Markins? Maybe, dude. Sounds like it. Dan's Max repeat. Yeah, dude, it's freaking wild. Makes me not even want to pull up all my news stuff. What the heck, man? McDonald's chief people officer left. So there's 2 executives leaving McDonald's. They've already hired a new one, a new CEO. So McDonald's, man, you see how crazy this is, dude. Look where it is. All right, it's the way I've had this plotted, right? I chose top anchor points because how nuts, like 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, 6 up here, then just 1, 2 on the bottom, and look where we are. We're at the very bottom of this crazy uptrend, this velocity trend, man. Just the very bottom. And no, there is no divergence at all. None. But you were down almost 3% today, but from the highest point, all-time highs, 221 to 188. What kind of move down is that? What kind of retrace? I mean, that's like a 15% loss. So it's not even a deep retrace, right? Not the deepest retrace. But you just got to think, will this demand line hold if it's charted like this? Be very interesting to see. Look at the heartline support, resistance, resistance, kind of support, dumped. Here we are, bottom. Wonder if people would scout McDonald's at the upsloping support. Be very, very interesting. Yeah, no, Nando, no need. The wallpaper engine does the exact same thing. I mean, I have different GIFs on each monitor. Yeah, that's the name of the black hole. That's what I was, yeah, I knew it was something weird like that. Gigantula. I think you did. Oh man, it's Mr. Wayne Batson. Wayne Batson is the, he's the one that came up with the, he's the meme of the month winner right now. Hold on. Where's stream at? It's really weird. Oh, my stream deck isn't on. My volume mixer. I'm turning down bro a little bit for you, dude. Okay. Just a little bit. Gold down today. Yeah, that kind of makes sense with the insanity on the stock market. Under Armour got wrecked. Yes, it did. Leon, if you're talking about linear scale, measured moves, you'd be doing price change. In log scale, you'd be going with percentage. And you'd have to make adjustments based on that. Okay. So what did Probe say? Oxy net loss attributable to common stockholders of $912 million or $1.08 per diluted share. Adjusted income attributable to common stockholders of $93 million or 11-cent EPS versus 30 cent EPS expected. Wow, they got crushed. Yeah, that'll happen, man. It'll definitely happen. Stock would definitely drop after hours. Is it still going? No, it's not. Look what happened, Probst. Wow. You see what happened after hours? Chat, look at this. Trying to make this a little bit better. Here we go. It's better. Right? Look how we were down here at one point, and now look, boom. I mean, you just ran up to 44.56. It's like something's going on, Probst. They liked. Crazy stuff, man. Yeah, Bud Thompson. Nice stomp gains today, bruh. Okay, anyway, I guess we can go back to Bitcoin. I've been live now for an hour and a half. I don't even know how, dude. Wow. You look on the 8s. Oh my god. Look on the super lates. But it's actually look on the earliest because it's like not too long until, you know, the 60-minute candle closes at the top of the hour. The head of HR also quit McDonald's. Something's going on. Something's going on at McDonald's, dude. There's something in the coffee. There's something in the frozen burgers. Devin, I already did. I lowered it. So I actually fulfill a request that you asked. I guess you can't hear me because I literally even said that a minute ago when I was doing it, that I would do that for you. So, and it still may not be low enough for you, but I can't, like, you know, there are a lot of people watching, so. Silky 2.0, thanks for the sub, dude. Silky 2.0, what? Anyway, downsloping flag on the daily looks pretty clear. Disregard the stupid milkman wick. 4 hour kind of upsloping flag, and trying to break that heart line of the little channel, but you haven't yet. Oh man, look at the convergence. That was almost divergence, dude. And that's like when it gets so close, you see it here. Look, I mean, it's like low on price, huge spike in negative Momo, but then like slightly higher low. I mean, almost a double bottom, and then much, much lower levels of negative momentum. I mean, that's pretty close to Class B bullish divergence, but it's definitely convergence. But when it's that close, they almost mean the same thing. Impending price action reversal or impending price action continuation stuff. Okay, so that was pretty good looking right there. McDonald's now serves slow food. Wayne, are you trolling, dude? What do you mean?
Noise!
Enjoying the sights and sounds of the Mitre experience, all the best.
Bruh.
Mitre experience. Whoa. The MRE, not the JRE. Let's go. Thanks, Arthur and Emily, Beeswaxers. Virginia Jesus people. Thank y'all for the ongoing support. Building candles. Planting crops and stuff. Produce, fresh produce. Oh, amazing. Thank y'all. Momo is momentum, David Stevens. It's just a shorter way that I say it. We're abbreviating it, kind of. Not really. It's like just shortening it. Sound effects are indeed freaking loud. Yes, they are. But I can't find the mixer. Like on my sound mixer, my Stream Deck isn't showing up, so I can't collectively turn all my sound clips down. Oh, there it is. Good God. Okay, watch this. Let's try it now.
Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
All right, feedback time on the decibel levels of the.
Is that a joint?
It has to be better. I'm turning only Stream Deck down, which is exactly where the sound clips come from. So let me know, chat. So Favang, whatever. Gold Leaf. We already did a Neo update. Give me a Gold Leaf update, dude. You don't want to be reminded of all the MREs you had to eat in the Marine Corps? What does that mean, dude? Perfect? Someone said perfect. The sound clip levels. Fake out. So I was reading some more chat. I think no one, what'd you say? No one saw this mini pump coming? Or this, I mean, like, come on. It's not even about like the pump. No one knows if the move's going to be up or down, but you can't say that we haven't been talking about the calm before the storm on the daily, the volume. That's been receding to almost inexistence, and then boom, daily volume's now picking up and it's green. Could have gone either way. Definitely better. Awesome, Devin. Well, don't get in trouble. I'm trying my best to make it to where you don't get in trouble. My voice is up at max levels. Like, I can't turn it up anymore, like at all. Like on my system or my OBS. It's impossible. I wish I could. I would have already done that a long time ago. I just can't. Military for meals ready to eat. Oh, gross. No, let's make the MRE Mitre experience. Sounds better. Beeswaxers just coined the term. Oh man, someone said in chat, I just saw this, or don't answer as usual, I guess. Passive aggressive much, man? Dude, really? Don't answer as usual? Chat, what streamer do you watch that tries to engage with chat more than me? Like legit, dude. That's not an IRL streamer with no content that just sits there in a room and does nothing. What's up, Hudson Patton? Yeah, music's good. Love support, dude. Thank you. All right, man. So, 2 hours. All right. Boom.
Bruh.
2 hours to go until your daily close. No freaking way I'm gonna be able to make it to the daily close since I went early, so early. What was that, like 3 hours early or something? I'm not even sure. Because all the time change and stuff. So the daily closes at 7 Eastern now, not 8 Eastern anymore. Thanks, Crypto Soldier, man. Doing it again. Hey, it's gonna be a new meme, FYX. Yeah, it's true. Hey, what's up, Spark Mac? Another check box here. Thanks, dude. Congratulations on the success of your channel. Always interested to see just like the 435,000 subs, dude. That's crazy, man. Are you RuneScape? All right. I guess you know Ice Poseidon then, don't you, dude? Anyway, congrats, man, on all those subs, and thanks for making it to the stream, man, and understanding. Iota, are you sure? Clown Laugh, I think your name is preceding you. All right, so let's go to ZRX. Someone asked about ZRX a little while ago. And this is just an idea. This is log scale, and this is the only way you can find the candles inside. The drop off was so steep, you wanted to go with percentage losses. And so, anyway, what could be developing, and maybe it never happens, but you have this is what the technical analyst does, right? You draw out scenarios that could happen that we know could never happen. It may never happen, right? But if it does, I have an alert set up at like 23 cents roughly. Okay, if we ever even, we could run up and hit 38 cents again, and then that's a critical overhead. If you break that, you are going to be probably off to the races. I mean, there's no overhead resistance above you at 40 cents, 38 cents until like 94 cents. So ZRX is obviously one to keep your eye on because it has had a log scale clear breakout and it's above the 200-day moving average. And if the macro holds strong, which I don't know if it is, right? I mean, 94.10 now. We just lost almost everything. Remember earlier today we hit 9,600. Now we're down to 94.22.
Is that a join?
So anyway, just saying the idea of a potential momentously sized inverse head and shoulders around 22, 23 cents. Just be on the lookout for it. We're going to keep monitoring it all the time, and it may take us a long time to get down there if we ever do. All right. That's ZRX. Whoever asked about it, boom, roasted. Spark Mac, you've been subbed to me for a long time now. Keep up the good work. Thanks, dude. Holy crap, man. I haven't chat or
Hype in the
for
chat!
Spark Mac. Thanks, dude, for the support, brother mom. Patrick said, me and my friends used to watch you all the time talking to Spark Mac. There you go. Small world, dude. It's a small YouTube world, even though it is huge. All right. Oh my God. That's crazy. Now, you may never get down to those points, but hey, look, someone asked about NVTA, the poor man's NVDA. Certainly so. Capo, but kind of a higher high double top, you broke out. Right? That was that neckline. You're out of it. All right, you also could never sustain these inception prices. The next support really down to 1184 probably, but just look here, listen. All right, just harmonic, right? Just immediately sticks out like, holy crap, cipher, potential bullish cipher in the works, certainly so. Yep, 78% retrace, a good long opportunity. Could be down on NVTA at $13.02, only a few dollars away. I'll add an alert to this. 1.949 million volume, so volume meets the minimum criteria that we look for, because we need liquid assets so we can get all our buys and sells and stop losses and stuff like that filled. All right, so you just got to think critical thinking. Okay, 786 is here. Always a chance that you may run past it and come back to that April 2016, April 2017 levels as support. So having a stop below that, probably a good idea, just in case. But you got a 78.6% retrace. All right, so between here and then a 1414, that's going to be part of the zone. Okay, so you're not that close. Dang, see, like a 1414 fib extension is like here. Dang. So this is your entry zone for a long on NVTA for this potential really nice developing bullish cipher. Everything's good. Now we just wait between 1229 and 1303. What would make this asset amazing trade setup and not just a meh, okay, is at these levels we show crazy amounts of bullish divergence on the daily or the weekly, maybe even the 4 hour at the same time. Okay, so you are diverging though. 1, 2, 3. You have triple MACD bullish divergence right here, so you might get a bounce to the upside soon. But it might be to back test this 1717 area. Okay, so yeah, you might rally and hit these it's like 1837 to 1717 spawn, and that's like the zone of what you've broken. Come up, test it, sell off again. So yeah, it does look like on the MACD at least, you might be, and the receding volume on the lower prices, you might be looking for a short-term reversal, but majorly, it'll probably just turn into a lower high than your previous high and then sell off to these prices. And if it doesn't, okay, no big deal. But this is value areas. This is where people would see value and might take a low risk, high reward opportunity. Okay. That was for can a trader trade? Question mark. Yes, a trader can trade, depending on his knowledge of how to size up a chart. Okay. Gross. Bob Smith, no one wants to buy anything from you, dude. Gross. Bob is from Nigeria. Yep, he's a prince. He's royalty, dude. Want to buy something from me? I'm going to spam it and ensure that I'm going to get hidden immediately. That's a real good way of doing it, man. Patrick's like, no, wait, Bob, I wanted to buy. What's your PayPal? I'll give you 500. Let's go, dude. Bitcoin, 94.35. Up 2.46% today, but just couldn't sustain any of those gains we were seeing just about 2 hours ago. Sure thing, Sprocket, man. But I want to hear, can I trade a trade? Say thanks, because he's the one that asked for it, right? Interesting. Kind of tough on this one. I mean, I see that, but I don't really know what it can do. All the support. You guys know Sky W, Crypto Kieran, doing my best here. You know, it's like I kind of see just like there's some horizontal line supports and stuff. Reaping Dota 2. Thanks for the sub, dude. Are you gonna play Dota 1 on the Warcraft 3 Reforged engine when it comes out? If you're watching live, answer me in the chat, Kangs. Dota 1 gonna make a comeback, dude. I'm telling you. All in on that bet. So yeah, had a nice move up today. Still not making higher highs, right? Consecutive lower highs. But you know, eventually, if it's really worth a crap, it's gonna hit 63.35. And then if it can break that, it's gonna go to 65.84 to all-time highs. And then if that happens, well, we've got targets pretty easy. I mean, you can go major targets high to low. That would take you all the way up to $72, $75, $80. Your fib extensions up here if you ever broke above 65.70. All right, yes, inverse head and shoulder connect, but didn't really play out, did it at all? Like you broke the neckline but never took off. So you're just creating this kind of like this broadening pattern, this broadening top, where you have two diverging trend lines. You know, diverging meaning they're going in separate directions. And the top of that pattern is up at 65.40. There's probably a supply line up there, and it could be at some point in the future, it could be confluent with the overhead resistance, the all-time high. So that could be an area where it pulls back. Just not sure, but overall, this asset is very, very bullish, as you can see. It looks wonderful. Looks good. All right, we could probably do a channel. I mean, like, you know, almost always can. See, it's just legged up so much, man. It was like you had it like that, probably. 1 and 2 on the top. 1 and 2. But do you adjust now? You're like, okay, so that fake out, big fake out. Look, the dump, I mean, I think there were many assets in December of last year that kind of fell out of their channels briefly for the fake out, and then look at this resounding V-shaped recovery. Stupid amounts of emotionalism. And when you did it, look, you broke back into the channel you fell out of, and then what'd you do? You sold off to back test it as support again. And now still trying to stay inside. Wow. Of the uptrend. Skywest. It'll be called Dota 3? No, it won't, man. No way. Sure thing. Can I trade a trade? Thanks for watching, man. Good look, though, on NVTA. I have an alert set up. I'm going to add it to my watch list now. And we'll be watching it. If I ever get a beep on it, I might take a long on this, depending on, by the time, if we ever get there, is there going to be nice divergence on the oscillators? If not, maybe you wait till 1184. And maybe there's divergence there at that previous all-time high level. Sweet. EA Sports. It's in the game. EA had a pretty good day today. Better than Activision. That's okay. I have a position in both. One much longer than the other. I took a position in EA like maybe a week ago. Maybe a little longer, 10 days or something. And, well, hit the entry, fell below it multiple times. Survived earnings. But it's beginning to climb now. You have not broken the neckline of the potential slanted inverse head and shoulders yet. That breakout point, moving target, would be around $100, less than $2 away. If you could ever break that, measured move of this pattern would put you around $116. With a gap fill being at 128.68, that is my second target, a gap fill, way up here, back from August 2018. K Stibbs, thanks for the sub. Welcome. Good to see all the new subs in here. Dang, I think my PC is starting to feel it a little bit. Yeah, you can kind of feel the PC starting to sweat a little bit with all these new moving backgrounds I have on my wallpapers and my monitors. Crazy. Yes, you missed the XRP analysis. Just rewind, sweaty jalapenos. So near the beginning of the stream. I normally always try to cover XRP towards the beginning, at least once. Yeah, Uber is down 5.5% after hours on earnings. Getting wrecked. Maybe we could pull it up. Just to see the after hours price action, right? Andre, Maya, thanks for the sub. Welcome. Good to see you.
Noise!
Sup Lord, are you still holding your INTC short? Can we take a look at the Palladium monthly chart? Looks parabolic. One short.
Yeah, I haven't closed it yet, but maybe I should, you know. It's above the 1414. It's at the 88% retrace now. Yes, I am. So about Intel, it's a potential bearish bat pattern. No, bearish Gartley. It is now already above the entry. But maybe, just maybe, this 75% trend line could be what pulls you back. Major uptrend, dude. Look at the 75% trend line we've seen. 75. A lot of correlation there. I don't know, just this macro, not very good for shorts. And clearly the semis are kind of killing it. I mean, AMD hit 52-week highs, chat. Intel, pretty nice recovery. Pretty close to 52-week highs in an uptrend. 59.49 right there. Maybe it's like a little bit higher, 59.62, whatever. So you're approaching that, and The stop loss should be below or above X. Like where I'll take an L. Overbought. If it ends up not being a bearish Gartley, it could end up being in time. Isn't bearish deep crab? Drop kick der fee. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Haven't streamed on there in a while, but thank you, man. Nice love. What were you asking about, dudes? Let me see here. Oh yeah, Palladium. It's like constantly hitting all-time highs and stuff. Yeah. Man, look out! I'm gonna put this up on the big screen so you can see it. You'll be like, oh my god. Okay, so this is the chart I've had plotted. Now it was scuffed, too much white space probably, but you can see accumulation and a sell wall. They gave you kind of 2 reaction highs, 2 reaction lows. Fine. Look at that when you broke out. When you broke out high to low, 1618. It's been plotted, man. We hit the golden mean ratio that was confluent with the upsloping resistance of this channel. And since then, 1823, 1774. You pulled back some. And to boot, bearish divergence, very, very well formed on the MACD daily. So impending price action, reversal to the downside, all of these areas, yes. So this could continue down to correct. Deadly 001, thanks so much for the sub, 001. That's like, I don't know, that's like something to do with James Bond, but not that good. Thank you, dude. Okay, so there you go, HG, man. Areas of high risk for longs. Seems like low risk areas for shorts. Okay. Wild stuff, man. Freaking wild. Short connect. Intel has risen 25% since September. Yep. And is at low risk, or is at high areas of value for a short. Michael Durfee, thanks for the follow on Instagram. Really appreciate it. Oh my god, chat, it's 420 somewhere.
Is that a joint?
Derek Bond is the real Bond. James Bond. I'm legit, man. I'm legit. Alright, so we're going on a 2-hour live stream now. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. We're at 338 likes. So it seems like we could maybe possibly double the likes if we truly wanted to. What's up, Disco Chuck, man? A-Town, thanks for joining the Discord. And everyone else that joined the Discord. Crypto Lab. You got Buy the Dip, Buy the Effing Dip. Lenny Surf. Midnight Meister. Dan's Mad, Flame. Delta Pope, Pure, Free, Small Fry. Thanks all y'all for joining. JP, Blanco. Wow, amazing. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Discord, extremely valuable. Very valuable. James Glenn Connect. King Vang 17, thanks for the follow on Twitter, dude. Much love. Okay, man. I'll show you something on Micron that was so crazy to me. Look at this one, dude. Seriously. The Gamers Pub, thanks for the What's up, dude? Sounds like a cozy place to game on a cold, wet Sunday afternoon or something. The Gamers Pub. Hype for marketing. Okay, so Micron like upthrusted a couple times out of the channel and then dumped on earnings and then hit the heart line of the channel that it hit many times before. Double bottomed off of it, higher low double bottom, and has now rallied very well to hit the top of the channel again and no higher. So is it the market saying, all right, we are now confirming that we're back inside this channel, so there is downside potential at least to fill the gap around 48.45, but could go lower. But I mean, look what maybe is being painted right now. It looks almost like a crazy head and shoulders pattern, though it is all you know, circumstantial at this point. It is all just a thought. It is not like real confirmed or anything. And these are how they start, kind of. Do you not see what's going on? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, upsloping neckline, slanted head and shoulders potentially developing. Bearish convergence going on the oscillators. Okay. So it's like, you know, this is typically what will happen. You get the first rally, then you run up one more time, and then you have bearish divergence, and then you dump, and then you create a neckline, and then you rally again to make a lower high than the head, and then at that time, you'll see bearish convergence, where you make a lower high with lower levels of positive momentum, lower levels of relative strength. Even though this could just keep building, you're not overbought yet. You could just keep climbing, man. But it's just a thought, just something to look at. Remember, there is the idea that Micron could eventually do X, A, B, C, D. Right there, that 886. That's why I have it plotted there. Could always get there too. So multiple schools of thought going on. Huge harmonic pattern. I mean, mega short opportunity at $60.48. The most mega, if we can get there, ever. Micron is US based in Idaho. Shout out to Idaho. Let's go. Reaping Dota 2 says very informative channel. So glad to stumble upon it. Well, thanks, man. How did you find it? Was it just recommended, or are you just searching for Bitcoin? Has any new sub today found me as a recommended by YouTube thing? Anyone at all? Dang, man, I'm out of coffee. That sucks. I don't have any water up here. That's not what happens, man. I'll drink a 2-hour coffee, and then I'll be out, and makes it more difficult to continue streaming when I'm out of fluids. Okay. 68.3, what is that? Gamers Pub? Oh my god, dude. Shake Shack, after hours, down 14.44%. Destroyed. But it's Shake Shack, man. They're gonna change the world with their shakes. Come on, man. What's up, Wendy Brown Eye? Good to see you. Groupon destroyed, down 8% after hours. What? It's Groupon, man. They sell coupons. You know, they're gonna change the world. Nasty, dude. Freaking nasty. Yeah. Wow, that's not good at all. So this Groupon right here, down, is it 276 after hours? No, it's down 10% now, 272. Let's look at that live action of price action. Hold on. So man, I'm gonna have to move it. Hold on. Probably get a better system for this soon. Screen capture stuff. This is a Groupon after hours. Okay. Closed at $3, got a size 309 and before the earnings call, and then plunged to $2.60. Now kind of normalizing 271. So yeah, real bad, man. Down nearly 10%. At one time was down 10%. Get wrecked.
Mitch, do you see any end to this market rally? Can you look at SPX?
Which
Yes.
one are you talking about? Which market rally? The Bitcoin crypto market rally or the stock market rally? I know you're talking about the SPX, but you may have been asking about Bitcoin. I don't know. Dude, I've assumed things and gone into a deep analysis on something, and someone's like, "No, dude, I meant this." So please try to clarify to the best of your abilities in these TTS. So the SPX, here it is, the rising wedge. You hit nearly the 1272, the first target, 3086. Boom. And just a big doji after yesterday's daily bullish Mara Bazoo. Beautiful Mara Bazoo on the SPX. So the top resistance is, eventually you may see the upsloping resistance confluent with the 1.4 and 4 fib extension. The next target after the 1272, if you can ever break it, at $30,114 up here. But a big rising wedge I see. Gamers Pub is saying over 10K by midnight. You think so, man? Why do you say so? What do you think? What are your reasons behind that? My channel is quite well ranked on the YouTube searching. Is it? I've been getting sources telling me that that's not true at all. I get pushed down and don't get recommended at all. But yeah, it's beautiful. All-time highs in the stock market. Any market participant that's been through the best of times, the tech bubble, 2007, all these crazy times, man. You are living history today on the stock market. I think that's a big deal, man. And it's really cool to think about all those players back in 1929 before the world came crashing down, the Depression started, just throughout history. You're living it right now. I think that's just a big deal. Can we look at the Spotify chart I posted in Discord earlier? Yeah, dude, Spotify gone, man. So you got it, man. That's the analysis. Like the SPX you asked about. If you can break above 3086, your next target's 3115, and you might sell off at those areas. Or you sell off at the 1272, come back down to 3020, or come all the way back down to 2954. It just all depends, man. Macro is probably gonna, whatever President Trump does might be the catalyst that pushes this thing down or higher. Oh, a trade deal, you know how it goes, man. A trade deal is not good, man. Dumps, gaps can easily fill. I think we could fill a gap anytime at 3066, anytime at 3038. Those are gaps that have not been filled. Spotify killed it, man. Freaking killed it. Bullish Cypher Connect. 786 PCZ. Bullish Divergence. Targets 135, 141. Nay. Now 154. Below and up, dude. Spotify. Gapped up on earnings and has continued gapping up. That's it, man. Nothing more to really look at here and listen. Resistance point and resistance point. Okay. Very, very nice on Spotify, dude. So everything's done now. I mean, you're stupid overbought. Your all-time highs on your RSI, I think. Yeah, you've never been this overbought ever, chat. 78.18. Largest spike in positive momentum ever. For good reason. That's insanity. Okay, that's the power of the harmonic. Be able to identify them, know the criteria, know which one it is, and you could be Kangs. Higher profit targets on Spotify? Well, we already have it. If Spotify is ever able to break $161 from your high point to low point of the structure of the pattern, the 1272 is 175, the 1414, 182, the golden mean ratio, 192.78. There are your targets. So 161, 175, 182, 192. Those are the targets. Boom. Curve to Schwab, does that help? Hope so, man. Beautiful. We've been going, man. We've been going 2 hours and 7 minutes. You look on the 8s or something. Dude, what? Something didn't register. Bitcoin back below 9,400, 93.61. Pretty much rejecting higher prices. Thanks so much, George, dude, for joining the Patreon. I don't know why it didn't go off, but I'm going to replay it right now for you. Well, it actually disappeared. That's what really weird. Huh? I shouldn't have refreshed then. Sorry. George T, man, thank you so much for joining the Patreon about an hour ago, hour 15 minutes ago. Thank you so much, dude. Very grateful. And yeah, dude, Patreon, it's the beginning of the month, so it's the best time to join, where you can get trade setups that we post on stocks and crypto, and the education alone is worth it. Even if there wasn't trade setups, the education is worth how much it cost, but we give other amenities too, and the Discord exclusivity is amazing. So let's go back to Bitcoin. Not doing what y'all want, right? $93.88, man. Still bullishly engulfing, believe it or not, on the daily. Doesn't look too bad on the daily, but the 4 hour is where you're going to see that much larger wick, seems like, if you zoom in. Yeah, I already looked at XRP. Okay. Yeah, 24 new patrons this month. Thanks so much. Y'all are amazing. Coin, I don't know about that, man. All right. So, again, still kind of flagging on the breakout on, again, stupid amounts of volume that came 10 days ago. And now you had the receding volume and the green volume candle that we discussed literally yesterday. The green or red volume, it doesn't matter. It could just a larger volume candle is going to break this little trend. But that's good. You know, you always want to see a bull pull develop with extremely high levels of volume, and then when you consolidate for a week or so, you recede on your volume because it was slightly lower lows on, you know, receding volumes. Very good and bullish. Okay, so really back around 9,400. If you want to tip the stream, the link is in the description below, but I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the super chat option. Well, if you care about me as a streamer and you care about your own money, you wouldn't ever want to. If you knew that Google and YouTube take 30% of that tip, you'd probably never want to tip a content creator via super chat, because they take 30%, then the government takes 29%. And all of a sudden, the tip you gave me I get the minority of it. How is that even fair that I get the minority of the tip you tip me? Other people get it. Okay, so it's not the way it is if you tip in the description below. And there's multiple options. You can tip with crypto as well. No, I've not looked at gold or silver yet, Steven, man, but you can't say I haven't been looking at almost everything under the sun, and I've been looking at a ton of requests from so many people in the chat. Okay, I'm trying. It's just the more I look at, the more requests come in for other assets, some I've never even heard of before, and then some that we've already analyzed in the stream, and like XRP, the most probably requested coin ever, even though I look at it every single stream. Yes, Bitcoin. Bitcoin. All right, let's go to the 4 hour, I guess. There it is, man. There's your big old rejection wick at the heart line. But it may not be over, man. I mean, it's just... Your volume was kind of receding here, too. It was the weekend. But I think a big thing to take from it was like a bullish convergence. Almost bullish divergence, but a slightly higher candle close low, right? Capitalism Connect. Don't even know, man. Hey, The Reaping, thanks for joining the Discord. XRP is pumping. I bet you it's not. I bet you it's not really moved at all since I looked at it earlier in the stream. So don't try to bait me to go to XRP again. Jeez, man. Yeah, it's not moved. It's still below 30 cents, dude. So if it's below 30 cents, nothing's changed on XRP. Sorry. Yes, we looked at VeChain. We've looked at many things today, chat. Many freaking assets. So don't be getting impatient with me if I don't look at your asset immediately or ever this stream, because I've already been going 2 hours and 15 minutes now, you know. I'm trying to like catch my breath now. It's like, you know, you talk for 2 hours straight. It's like, James, get in, man.
Bruh.
I took a position in CenturyLink a while back and it has been performing well. Green on the Gaussian channel daily. Gold cross hidden divergence on MACD/convergence on RSI. Along with a rounding bottom.
I think that's one we've been looking at, or we had looked at, you know, before. Thank you, dude, for the freaking $16 of XRP, 53 XRP. Let's go. What was the taker on it? I'm making it easy. Maybe have it on my watch list, dude. Oh, CTL. Gotcha. Yeah, we've looked at the CTL. Oh yeah, accumulation. Kind of sell wall, you know, over resistance, you're breaking it. You are definitely breaking up 2.48%. Break the range today. This is not 52-week highs, but this is the highest high of this recovery that we've seen, or you've begun to leg up, right? The acceleration of demand for this asset is being shown by the angles, right? Higher demand, so more accumulation, steeper accumulation. Let's see. So we already have our targets for this. I mean, between 1520 and 1863. If and see, now the divergence that I was talking about may not even be valid, because if it just keeps pumping, then all right. But you were just saying, like, if it couldn't break that, then it might come back down to 1125 or something for a better entry. But you can see, like, the positive momentum is beginning to build again. When it was waning, it's now popping. So we'll see. You're just now barely getting overbought. I think he was talking about something with the golden cross. Yep, golden cross happening. Just last week, the golden cross. Beautiful. Talking about the Gaussian tool, Gaussian channel. Yep, and now it's turned green and you're above the Gaussian outer bands and inner bands. So yeah, man, not bad. So 1520 to 1863 is where we can expect the prices to run to for common retraces. But here you are, very critical right here, man. Get out of this area and I'll feel more comfortable, right? But yeah, things look good for recovery on CTL, at least for a common retrace. But as you can see, the trend is definitely bearish. What is consistent about this? Century League since at least 2010. Lower highs, lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows. Lower highs, well, lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows. So you can expect if we get some sort of recovery, we're going to most certainly not make higher highs than 24 bucks. We'll run to a common retrace level, and it might be deep. It might be 1863. It might even be $21. But at those levels, they might be good shorting opportunities just because we know the trend that is so consistent is lower highs, lower lows. Okay, for pretty much a decade. That's Century Link.
Bruh.
'But Nike's done. I mean, Quan, are you asking me what I think about Nike? I'll just show you the Patreon trade setup. That's fine. Trade's pretty much done, man. I don't even care anymore until something changes. Until I start getting more data and more interesting developments on Nike, I'm just like, whatever. There's still one target that's been hit on Nike, but not two. I mean, this is the Nike trade setup for patrons. This was it, dude. Here you go. I mean, man. Triple MACD bearish divergence at a golden mean ratio, the 1618. Bearish divergence in the RSI. And go figure, as soon as we hit that target, the CEO steps down after 13 years. Hype in the chat. So I don't really care what it's developing right now. Not concerned with it. I just know that I've got another profit taking level. So the thing is, like, the 618 is reasonable, but there's a gap fill that you might bounce at $87 too. So I don't know, that's how I feel about Nike. Okay, man. Uber already had earnings. I think they were down like 9 or 10%. They already reported. Oh my god, dude. One more like away from 400. Are you kidding me, chat? One more? Who's slacking, dude? We got this, man. Alright. Good luck, CTL, on your just common scrub retrace. You can do it, man. You always do it. You always retrace. Okay, let's look at EOS. Switch it back to the Crypto Connects. I've been looking at this one in log scale because I can't confine everything inside the parameters of the once the drop happened. It's the only way to make it work. It's weird. I'm using my harmonic potentially that doesn't change linear log scale. It stays the exact same. But we're bullishly engulfing right now. There was divergence on the asset, and it could continue to rise. It's hitting that 75% trend line of the equidistant channel. It's hit it before. many times. Resistance, resistance, actually support for a moment, resistance, and now resistance again. If you can break this, you might have a real good chance of getting up to like $3.91, nearly $4, and that would be the PCZ of this potential bearish bat pattern. Or if you run and hit the top, you might sell off and continue going from there, right? Big recovery though. I mean, it was at 250 late, October 21st. You're up a lot since then. How much are you up since that point? You're like 35% since that pivot. Wow. Crazy, man. No FOMO, probably did. Yeah, the trend is your friend. But it doesn't mean that you don't reverse and make common retraces before selling off again. We did it, man.
Hype in the chat!
Dang, dude. Thanks for the 427 likes.
Is that a joint?
Can it be a fake out? Of course it can be a fake out, Renee. Yes, absolutely. Bitcoin can be and could fake us out. Of course. Because, right, what is the main reason why Bitcoin could still fail and dump back into the channel? Because we have not consistently made, consistently broke
Thank you
above.
for all the great content. Can I please look at lambda/BTC bro?
Dude, what is that? Thanks for the threes, but I don't even know, man. Lambda? Wow, dude. Lambda coin. Oh my god, it's gonna be so liquid. I'm sure I can probably trade it as an American. Kappa. Yeah, we'll look at it. Anyway, so what I was saying was like why it could still be a fake out is, though we have made a momentous, stupendous, fortuitous break to the upside out of the channel. That's step one always in trend reversals. But the second step to trend reversals is then, after you've broken out of a downsloping structure, you then have to consistently break above previous overhead resistance from that structure. So the first overhead resistance of this structure is around 10,658 to nearly 11,000. Okay, right up here. That's your, like you can see it, 1, 2, 3. Then your next one. I mean, though it is like 12,000. You got 11,500 looking left, historical resistance. Big time. So when you start breaking those, breaking above them, and then back testing them as supports, and then running again, and then breaking the next overhead resistance, and then back testing, holding support, that's when you know your trend has truly reversed. If this truly is a trend reversal, it is it's the very beginning of it, the trend reversal. Because you were in a midterm downtrend, a correction, in an otherwise long-term uptrend. Midterm downtrend, long-term uptrend. Okay. Does that make sense, chat, at all? Anyone? Renee, that was kind of for you. Likes are doing something. They're doing something, Mr. Sintin. Let's go. No FOMO, we have no idea, man, right? We don't really know, but you can say it's fake out all you want, but you just can't say that on the daily it doesn't look pretty nice. What's up, Prox, dude? But we aren't in the game of, being right or wrong. We're in the game of probabilities. And it's like, based on this, it seems like there is a somewhat higher probability if it's a bull flag and it's a breakout and the volume was so high on the breakout that it would go to the upside again. This was a pause in the impulse and we'd get more price action to the upside. But again, man, it doesn't have to happen, and it's not certain that it will happen. It just seems like the probability is higher that it would happen, right? But we just discussed why it could be a fake out, because it has not made overhead resistance breaks yet. Not really any. I mean, I guess that's one. Okay, one. But we haven't back tested it yet, which we could in time. Anyway, you get it, man, right? 10,500 to 11,000 roughly is your next area resistance. Okay. We did it, Black Sheep of Kings. We actually did it, man. Renee, hello. I was talking to you. Oh my god, is there any more data on this crap? Dude, their ticker is lamb. Like a lamb, like I'm eating lamb. That lamb tastes good. You want me to look at this? All right, I'm gonna try. Oh boy. Very gross. I mean, if you look at it from the very beginning. 88% retrace. Wow, you reversed the 88% retrace? Wow, I'm so surprised, but you haven't really done much since then. How do I even plot this, man? How do I even chart it? It's like you were, you know, just kind of range and there's supports and stuff, you know. You're back to like January levels again, and look how you had an old support, should have been a support. You're back testing it, failing, shooting star, and reversing, but you're not making lower lows yet. God, I don't know, man. I really have no idea. There you go, dude. Whatever. It's off now. Dude, you're trying to make me analyze some piece of trash, right? Which is not easy and maybe impossible. I don't even know if there are enough market participants in this asset to make a market. To where, you know, if there is an asset that is so illiquid and no one's trading it, because guess what? All the trading happened during the ICO boom of 2017, and now it's dead. It's a dead asset. There's no one making the market. So their technical analysis may not even work anymore, right? I don't even know if Lambda's like that. It's only been around for less than a year. So downtrend. You're in a downtrend. That's it. And you got to break above 682 sats. You break above that, yeah, you might have a nicer run up, but then you're got like 880, 955 above you. So don't know, man. TA is just about collecting variables that make the chance a higher probability that it can be true. Your sentence, you made that super duper. Your sentence was super duper complex, man. Oh my god. Thanks, Miss Senten, dude. Nerds. Mini nerds, dude. Mini whelps, mini nerds. 1 hour and 3 minutes left, Chad, until the daily close. I don't think I can make it, man. I've been live for 2 hours and 30 minutes now.
Bruh.
Kaz, Bunny, thanks for joining the Discord, and Bunny Burrows, thanks for the follow on Instagram. Might be a chance to stay in person. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Hey, Thomas Law, what's up, man? I think Thomas Law's from Czech Republic too, maybe? If my memory doesn't betray me. Anderson. What are you, a homie? You say son? Kappa? What's up, Anderson? Thanks for the sub, dude. Hopefully I never have to look at Lambda again. Pray for me. Dude, it's so crazy that the sun is going down right now. It doesn't make it makes sense, I guess, but it's just weird. I'm not used to it yet. Really, really not used to it. Oh wait, sorry, wrong chart. Bitcoin long-term uptrend log scale. Let's go. Let's go. Dude, there is a rumor that President Trump will be at the Alabama LSU game. There's like an inside rumor about it. So I don't know if it's true, but that would be insane. I'm not, Mr. TV, I'm not looking at your, whatever your idea is. I'm just looking at this idea and just showing it because I've been live for a while now, so. Noise, Timmy goes off, needs to be like, oh, is actually noted, man. Dude, it's already at like 36%. On stream elements. I can't change it manually. So yeah, I'll turn it down more, but that's noise.
Is it more probable that the joyful top of this cycle will be in 2021 or 2020? Also, what is the probability of a double bunnies in this cycle like in 2013, April 2013 and November 2013?
A double bunnies? I mean, I have some banned words, but I don't know what double bunnies means. Like, what would be the word that got censored or whatever? Anonymous, thanks for the threes. Is it more probable that the bubble top of the cycle will be 2021 or 2020? Sure, yeah, of course. I mean, at this point, dude, they are cutting rates because they want this market really high. So, and the president he's actually made it like necessary for him to get reelected. The stock market has to be doing well when he's in office. Okay, so yeah, it does seem more and more likely that this crash, recession, whatever you're talking about, is going to happen not this year, maybe next year, maybe the year after that. But we know, I mean, March of 2020 will put us at an 11-year cycle. Bull cycle, and we've seen bull cycles that have lasted 14 to 15.5 years in the past, so there's still room to run to the upside. Yep, daily bullish engulfing candle on XRP coming, yes. Larly, man. Bullish engulfing chat. You really would like to see Bitcoin perform.
If the bearish Gartley plays out with Apple, what is the target? I'm seeing 68.49 for the 1.618. That can't be right, can it?
It's not a Gartley. It would be a bearish butterfly pattern, and the target range is vast because it's between the 1272 and the 1618, and it makes it even tougher because the pattern is so freaking large, dude. We'll come back to XRP in a sec. Thanks for the fives, James B. So let me see what you're saying. If the bearish butterfly plays out with Apple, oh, what's the target of the downside? It all depends, right? Because you use Fibonacci to get your targets to the downside, for the most part, right? So it all depends, man. So it's like you would be, in fact, using the low of the pattern. Say this was the top. Say we were given inside information tonight. Yep, this is the top for Apple. Everything's done for. We're all screwed tomorrow. Okay, right. Very hypothetical. Probably not the case at all. Could go much higher. Could go as high as freaking 289, 290. So it's sold off. I mean, very reasonable to believe that. I mean, you could just go 205. After that, 191, 178. Those are all reasonable profit-taking levels on a short if it did dump, but we don't know, and it very well could continue rallying. Okay, there's so much more room to run to the upside if Apple truly wanted to. Let's see what the data gives us in the few coming days. how it's correlating with this 12725 extension that we know is there, that we have hit for sure. A lot of other people don't know we've hit it, but we're at a very critical point at all-time highs. Okay, so 382, 205, 50%, 191, 618, 178. Also could look for 170, and even in the worst case scenario, 141, which something very, very terrible would have to be happening for this to occur. So that's what I'm saying, man. You know, these shorts, a lot of times on assets like this, you use them, you hold a long-term position in a retirement account or a brokerage, and then one can buy some puts to hedge against a short-term sell-off, because once it hits one of these areas, it very well could just reverse and go to all-time highs again to much higher prices. You see what I'm saying? It's an overall bullish trend. So in overall bullish trends, again, if someone's, you know, shorting this or, you know, buying puts or something like that, a lot of times it's just to protect the gains that they've made on Apple already. Okay, there are days to make money and there are days not to lose money.
Hype in the chat!
Okay, well, Splat, I guess you weren't watching me in March either, dude, because 33.43, bullish Gartley, weekly bullish divergence, daily bullish convergence, falling wedge, double bottom, legendary. Sure thing, James B. All right, so less than an hour left till the daily close, man. I don't know. I mean, this is power hour. This is literally power hour. Okay. I just went live early because there was some market action, and yeah, I felt like covering it, but the market action's pulled back a lot since then. Oh wait, we're going back to XRP for a sec. Crew to Fish, thanks for the follow on Twitter. Okay, here we are, man. Bullish engulfing, yep. Beginning to develop on this asset after finally, it seems like, trying to hold above a critical ice line support. Okay. With upside potential, I think a target could be 37 cents and another one could be like 43 to 44 cents. Thanks, Thomas Lob, man. Really early, Stronium. Too early. Lots of goes in the chat. Chat, how am I going to make it another freaking 55 minutes? Well, I guess since the sun's going down, let me change my conditions from top right of your screen. Partly cloudy with the sun out, partly cloudy with the moon out. And, of course, since it's nighttime, kind of. Okay, blue, little blue for you. Yeah, daily close is at 7 p.m. Eastern now, not 8. That changed. RJR, it may not have been a lot worse if you knew that you were recording yourself or you were live posting it, you know? So, because you're trying to save face, because you're like, oh, I can't let people see how negatively I'm affected by losing. Who even knows how much he, I mean, like, in terms of his net worth, he probably wasn't worth much. He's just young, right? So you think maybe he just doesn't have. I don't know. Because I think someone was posting about, you know, he, like other comments he's made in that subreddit, and he just seemed like kind of weird, like kind of like had issues or something. We look at GA. Yeah, dude, we're looking at GA right now. This is XRP GA. Okay, 29.94 cents. And, yep, could go higher. It could, man. It's up 3% today. What are you mad about? What are you upset about? What are you anxious about? Litecoin's up 5.23%. A lot of altcoins are up today, especially after that Bitcoin pump. But some were up before the Bitcoin pump. Pump, I say that. Not really a pump, dude. $218 move on an asset that's worth $9,400 is not a pump. Okay. No, the time changes. But the close, I think, is at the exact same time as it was. It's just, it doesn't care about our daylight savings time. Yeah, 12 months, dude. Yep. And it's a lot of times when there was something about unemployment when it fell below 4%, about 6 months after unemployment fell below 4%, is when a recession would happen. Well, it happened in 2000 and 2007. So there's a lot of leading indicators showing this economy is slowing down. The global economy is slowing down a lot. But the only thing, I think, one thing that's propping up this market is the U.S. consumer sentiment that is still high. And once that starts waning, big problems. Yeah, Burger Man. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Got it, dude. Trying to run out the clock a little bit. I mean, seeing how far I can get into this, the stream, but I'm nearly 3 hours now live, so I'm starting to get thirsty and all that stuff, man. But it's power hour, and we're back above 9,400. That easy, right? Dang, dude, we've looked at so many assets today. I gotta turn on that bruh on stream elements, man. Sure, Daniel. Just because it's bounced 6 times. I mean, look, it's just like what you've most recently done, and you see the price action correlation. It's like you upthrusted, failed. Right? You failed here, you failed here. You tried to break out bearishly and failed. Bears tried everything they could, and they just couldn't. They couldn't keep us broken out, so the recovery happened. Getting back above the support was so important, and this one was just as important. And so you broke back above it, held it, then the Bitcoin, that was that last sell-off, right? That was that sell-off with Bitcoin before that Friday morning, the big boom happened, and big resounding recovery, big rejection wick, higher low than your previous low, very good, and that broke us back above critical areas, and that is why it seems so strong right now as a potential trade. I mean, just think about, look, you are range bound. If you are in a range and you're near the bottom of the range, and this is extremely important, if you stay above it long enough, lots of upside potential, whatever. Yeah, 2 is going to be a game time decision. Oh man, this is the first time in 8-9 years that LSU's actually had a chance of beating Alabama, and they may do that. They may beat Alabama depending on who shows up, if how coaches perform. A lot of times when Bama loses, they just get out coached. We always are going to have superior athletes, well, at least in this dynasty period. And again, it just all always depends. It's going to be a really close game, you'd think, if everyone plays right, to the best of their ability. Yes, we checked that. Thanks, Splat, for watching. Yep, 94.23, man. Not much of a change at all. I mean, it literally hasn't changed at all since I started streaming 3 hours ago. And been live that long, and thanks so much for the 619 people still tuned in. Y'all are great, and I'm very grateful to be able to cover Bitcoin, stock market, everything with you. Truly blessing. Gaps are caused by markets closing, Kelly McRaven, and very occasionally exchanges closing. You can see that on exchanges going down for maintenance or something like that. You can even have in the crypto market that way, but you shouldn't ever see gaps really on the spot price of any crypto because it's a 24/7, 365 market. Nice. Third Eye Trader just posted that how-to Fibonacci static video that I produced months ago in the general chat of the Discord, so check it out if you haven't. Thanks, dudes. The Alaska Jesus, man. And Mark B, sleep well. Crazy, man. So freaking wild. Wow. Wow. Give me a sec. Here you go, Julia. JBH, Australian stock market. So I went from the all-time high, I think all-time high, yeah, all-time high to the lowest low of this correction, the range, whatever. And as you can see, high to low. Where are we? What did we hit before we reversed? The golden mean ratio, 37.76. Holy mother of God. Yep, gap fill down around 34.17. Next fib node 2, I guess. Very real possibility you could see that soon. This is a major golden mean ratio. And at this point, you can't even chart it. I mean, or not chart it, but you can't even like try to channel all this. It's just like this, man. I mean, just insane. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. Well, this is like parabola crap, dude. Trying to get all the touches. Lined up, not the easiest tool to use. But as you can see, just legging up like crazy, so much that you have to use the curved line tool. And then when you hit the 1618 with the bearish divergence on the RSI that developed all the way, right, from late July all the way to late October, diverging on the RSI, 1618, boom, dumped. Could go lower. And if you break this, could go much lower. At some point, we could come back to backtest $31 or so. Okay, my music, I think, stopped or something. That's cool, man. Alright, I think I'm just going to call it now. Been live too long, man. Thanks for the 462 likes, chat. So, thank you all so much for the likes, the love, support, the contributions. George, thanks for joining the Patreon today. It really means a lot. Thanks so much, Bruce, for joining late last night. So keep your eye on Bitcoin, man. Had a pretty nice move. And it's still up 2% on the day, $200. So I wonder if we can hold on to that. Going into the daily candle close, which is in 42 minutes. I don't know when I'll be back. Maybe I'm back tonight, maybe not. Just be in the Discord so you get notified when I go live. That's the best way to go about it. Join the Discord. Nearly 5,000 Discord members. Huge community, dude. I'll be back. Until then, respect the TA. Thanks, Julia, for the gold mean ratio. Very appropriate contribution for JBH. Kings and Queens. Love you.
Is that a joint? Is that a joint?
11 likes till 500. Are you kidding me, dudes?
I have a robot vagina.
XRP going to the moon. Yeah.
Adios, turd nuggets.